What are we doing?
You said Fullmetal. Yeah, but I put all your stuff up, so we're just doing it.
Oh, okay. Sweat.
Damn it, I wanted to do in the middle.
Yeah, we can be in the middle. We're Vinland.
There's a solid 2 minutes where last week you were twiddling with something the entire episode.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't see what it was. You just kept doing this as you were watching. He just kept doing this. And then for a solid 2 minutes, something happens and Sam starts doing this. So now I have two of you.
I can't see that. Oh, fiddling?
With these on his sweatshirt. So now I have two of you doing this. And I just zoomed in and I put like captions, I pointed arrows to your hands. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
What is happening? Hey everybody, I'm Adam.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Will, and we are
Working Title! It's Transformers, y'all. Take us back to 2008 or 7, whenever that came out. Psych!
Psych.
It's Fullmetal.
Brotherhood. Alchemist. It's Fullmetal Alchemist. Brotherhood, y'all. Episode 21. Woo. Advance of the Fool. Oh, Sam's lots of stuff happened last time.
Yes, it did.
Well, I'll tell it. No, I'm kidding.
Last on, Hohenheim showed up at the doorstep of Granny and Ed to check up on them. Hohenheim went in to stir up chaos by being like, hey, are you sure you saw what you saw? And Ed was like, he has a point. And then he goes and digs up the grave of a body. He's not sure who it actually is because it's not his mom. Calls up Izumi. Same issue. The baby is not that skeleton that she saw in the basement. Over in Central, Al was still dealing with being in existential fear of not knowing if he's real or not.
Being a puppet.
Yep.
Which is what I'm dealing with all the time. Are we real? But the boys met up and they were like, you are definitely real. These memories are yours. And they did it with a little test with Winry. And now the boys are happy and they have their momentum moving forward. Just like always. They always just keep on moving forward. They just keep on
moving those chains, baby.
Yes. Or metal armor.
Nice.
So guys, if you enjoy this content, make sure to leave a like, punch the subscription button, notification bell, all that good, leaving a like and saying what's up in your native language, y'all. If you want to see the show 1 week in advance, check it out on our Patreon. It's up here along with Hawkeye, Vinland Saga, and there might be some other stuff added on there. I don't know.
Coming up soon.
This is
on Mark Substitute. Y'all want to check out Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood? Go whatever anime streaming service you prefer. Come back to YouTube. Watch your boys working titles. Reaction. We're gonna punch it.
God.
Let's start this stuff.
And I need to talk to you about something after this, when he's not around.
Fool.
Then you gave up?
Please, forgive me, Colonel.
You've got to stay strong. And don't you ever give up on living. I need to know you can keep your cool no matter what happens.
Oh, right. I forgot. Lust.
I'm going to continue to rely on you to watch my back. Don't let me down.
You ought to think about taking your own advice, Colonel. Since you were the one who abandoned
Oh,
him.
he's live.
Hey, shut up, Hammond!
Oh.
And his
What the hell?
All Might issues are
In the
still
same room.
happening.
My rank, I should have my own room. With a hot nurse.
Try to understand, sir.
Yo, he's
I
jacked.
need to guard the two of you in the same place.
Which reminds me, why haven't they tried to kill us yet?
What's wrong with you? How could you let that bastard go after what he did? You should have yanked his spine out of his mouth!
Lust. He killed Lust.
It's not too late to kill him, so get to it!
We can use Mustangs.
Look at him in the back.
Use him.
Poor guy.
Hold on. You mean the portal?
You don't need to worry about it. And forget Mustang. Father wants me to handle them.
The portal.
I heard that, yeah. Imagine, in the near future, Working Title invites every audience member that's ever watched their videos to watch Fullmetal Alchemist finale together. Make it happen.
What, live? What?
I doubt that my body's getting any nutrients or any sleep either.
Oh, his
actual body.
Back from over there.
It's a
Ew,
Kazam.
it's like Black Mirror.
Right, Ed? Now
this is just a hypothesis, but I was thinking about the transmutation and trying to retrace our process. You remember how we mixed our blood to create a blueprint for Mom's soul?
Yeah.
Well, right after that, we passed through the portal, where we were both deconstructed.
Right.
It's a slim chance, but I think it's possible our spirits might have gotten tangled up in the process.
What are you saying?
I'm trying to explain that our bodies might be connected somehow, even though I'm here and your body is over there. See, that might actually explain why I'm so sure.
Oh, come on. Why is it always... Oh.
No, I was gonna say that's part of the show.
He admitted it.
He's starting to face reality.
That he's short.
You think you've been supplying all the nutrients
I just thought,
body too?
I don't know, I feel
I
like
thought
I
the
just
internet
experienced a
broke.
glitch in life right
Yeah.
there.
What's your explanation?
You don't grow because you refuse to drink your milk.
Don't start with that again.
Well,
It seems like Brother is always sleeping. I wonder if his body could be resting from mine as well.
you start drinking.
That'd be crazy.
Not gonna happen. No.
Oh, because he hates milk!
Yeah.
I forgot. He's terrified of it.
No, it's
Does that make you
disgusting.
tall?
It's bone.
Bone.
Okay.
He's
I can
It's
see
her
it.
bones.
Recovering too. We figured we should pay our respects.
Makes sense why I'm so
We
tall.
definitely owe it to the Colonel.
I was told sleeping is what helps you grow.
You're 6'1".
Are you also
Or 6
dropping by
foot.
for a visit?
Are you 5'11"?
Bringing a little
5'9".
You?
Yeah.
I counted the number of steps it took to
I
get
gave
to
you
the
credit. I
basement
told you
under
we're
the third
5'10",
floor.
and I was able
AKB
to
and all
calculate
them.
the approximate location of that doorway.
God damn it.
It's not exact as the hallway curved, but I was able to deduce a radius with the lab at the center.
That's Central Command. But this is even more alarming.
It's the presidential estate, right above where we found the homunculi.
Which means there's a very real possibility the Fuhrer is connected to them.
That doesn't make sense.
What? How would
Why
he...
did he kill Greed and his group?
Because the
if he's
center of the
connected to
circle where
them?
all this stuff's happening,
Strange.
the labs is his
He
house.
slaughtered them before interrogating them.
It's strange, all right. Damn inscrutable. One thing's for sure, the enemy's infiltrated high at the command, so extreme caution is necessary at all times. And Fullmetal, watch yourself.
Wow, I didn't think they'd be sussing the Fuhrer.
The Fuhrer working with the homunculi.
Wow.
This could be bigger than I ever dreamed.
I'm starting
He's trying to move up, remember? This is
He
lit for
wants
him.
to be the Fuhrer.
Yeah.
So, I hope you're ready to work yourselves ragged.
Yeah, about that, Colonel. I think you're gonna have to count me out. Your work requires legs. I can't feel my...
Oh no.
I hate to say it, but I'm retired.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You called that. You're like, he's
Yeah,
paralyzed.
through the spine.
Oh.
Hello. Hey, what brings you down here?
Back problems. My spine can't stand all the standing that comes with being coroner. I get a sinking feeling when I heard you were the person that scorched that thing. Are you plotting something?
You suspect a plot, but you still ID'd the thing as Maria Ross. 3 cheers for old war buddies, huh?
Old war buddies, my butt. More like accomplices. You'd incinerate them and I'd dissect what's left. We treated them like rats and Ishval was the lab.
Damn.
I know you like to play with fire, but someone will get burnt if you push this too far.
You should have warned me earlier.
Did somebody get injured?
Oh,
None of my men.
poor guy.
Yeah.
He was paralyzed from the waist down.
Nice catch.
They only let me smoke one of these a day, and I go and waste it. Jeez. You know, I thought I'd retire because of a woman, but not like this.
What happens next?
What's so stupid?
My family owns a grocery store, and I can at least take calls.
Is an automail an option?
Expensive?
The nerves in my lower spine are completely severed, and they can't make those out of steel.
The retired life doesn't suit you.
just goes all like Darth Maul, just cuts off his entire lower
There's
half.
still hope for Havoc. Fullmetal passed this on to me.
Dr. Marco, huh? A medical alchemist in possession of a philosopher's stone?
Well, sir, should I find him?
Permission granted. Get going.
Well,
Oh boy.
Lust already took care of him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he already got caught.
I didn't expect you back so soon. How did you enjoy your vacation to the east?
Loose lips sink ships, nature.
The sea was luminous and the women desirable.
What?
Before I forget, this just arrived from the Provost Marshal's office.
The what?
It's an urgent bulletin for all state alchemists.
Good heavens.
What?
God heavens! Great balls of fire!
How'd it go?
He looks so
I
cool,
told them
man.
I was a state alchemist, and they let me right in with no questions asked.
Did you find the basement?
There wasn't one. But I did find a trace of some hasty alchemy. It was stupid of us to think that they wouldn't seal up the entrance.
Oh,
I guess
clever.
so. Where else are we gonna find a homunculus if we can't get
That
down
stinks that it like leaves those kind of marks
I'm
behind.
not sure.
Like Legos.
If you were hasty.
Yeah.
Sacrifice and they needed me alive.
They told me the same thing. Les told me that when she found out I opened the portal.
Well, there's one piece of the puzzle. They're looking for alchemists that managed to open the portal and make it back out alive. But the real question is why they want to sacrifice us. So, we'll have to beat an answer out of them.
Edward, wait!
What the? Is that Sergeant Brosh?
I'm glad I found you.
Yeah, why don't you tell me what's wrong?
You should go back to your hotel right now.
Why?
I can escort you if you want me to.
What?
Attention all military personnel. It has been verified that Scar has returned to Central.
Yeah!
Casualties have been reported. All confirmed as state alchemists. According to eyewitness reports, he is described as an Ishmaelan with an
Advancement of the
scar on
Fool.
his forehead.
Ed's going and fighting.
Unidentifiable mark
Freaking
of
Scar.
tattoo on his right arm.
A tattoo. It was him.
Yeah.
Fullmetal Alchemist. Fullmetal Alchemist.
So Ed just realized too.
He's over there.
Killed Winry's
I saw the
parents.
marks in the ceiling.
I don't know for certain.
Did you
That's
see
the
Ed
way
just
it
realized who killed Winry's
Lord
parents?
Winry.
Yeah.
Brother, you weren't planning on telling her, were you?
Of course not, Al. I couldn't stand to be the one to make her cry again.
Neither could I.
It's the last thing I want to do, but we have to confront Scar.
To find out if he did it?
Well, that's one reason, but there is another. We're gonna lure out the homunculi. They need us alive for their sacrifice, don't they? So I doubt they'll be willing to just stand by while Scar kills us.
You think so? Sounds like a pretty big gamble to me.
Well, it's much better than doing nothing.
Oh, really? Because Scar literally tore us apart the last time.
That's true.
Well, we've gotten stronger in these past few months.
What happens if the homunculi do show up? How are you gonna catch one? They're super strong and they pretty much can't die.
Can't die? Was that hyperbole?
Or are they actually immortal?
These guys, man.
Why don't we lock the windows?
Count us in. We'd love to help you guys.
What is that?
I can't say I care about the military stuff, but it sounds like these homunculi are just what we've been looking for.
Was it fool or fools?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
It's true.
You look kind of skeptical.
Don't get me wrong, I am grateful for the help you've already given. But this,
You've got better odds with more help.
Just realized the voice
I'm
actor of
serious
Wing.
about this.
His name's Todd
This
Henderson.
could be what rescues my clan.
alright then. Just remember, we're in this together.
I promise not to run off with them. I owe you that much.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
for?
We'll see.
Is this the room service?
Yeah.
The damn rats you owe me! You know how early I have to wake up tomorrow?
Oh, right, I forgot. You're catching an early train to rush back.
Uh-oh.
You know what?
Stay a
You
little
should
bit.
cancel that.
Yeah.
Why don't you stick around and relax?
Huh?
I mean, it's just that, well, there's always a chance my arm could get broken. Or even destroyed.
Oh, just murdered him.
I
What's wrong with her?
Why does she have a wrench just like it's like where did that come from?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it is the guy that Lust
Hey,
went
Doc.
to visit.
Are you home? I could use your help with something.
I don't think she killed him, did she?
Damn. Is that so? Report back to base.
That guy looks sus as fuck. He walked by.
I didn't see him.
I've decided to go ahead with my retirement.
I don't know for certain if your wounds are inoperable.
I'm not dumb enough to think I have a chance.
No.
I'm useless.
Ugh.
You're wrong.
Look, don't try and tell me you need a pawn that can't move. And don't you look at me like that.
Forget about me. Move on already. You don't have time to worry about me. You need to think about the promise you made to General Hughes instead of pitying me.
He plays somebody in Full Metal. I can't think of it.
This is Full Metal.
I mean, I'm sorry. My Hero. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Gotta keep moving, but I'll see you at the top.
Well, another chess piece missing from Roy Mustang's advancement.
He doesn't give up. He didn't even think about
Is it
turning his back
Kirishima?
on me.
Could be.
I had given up on living.
Havoc, you mean?
Yeah.
It's not in him to abandon others. He refuses to.
I think it is.
He's a fool. He's not gonna make it to the top.
I don't know.
This country will chew him up if he keeps on acting this son.
Well, I don't know about that. This country needs a fool like that, man.
There's your fool.
Let's go, Roy.
I need you to bring me my uniform.
But you're not ready to leave the hospital yet, Colonel.
Just go get it.
Looks like you could use some help. It's a good thing I have a knife. We're Elric State Alchemist at large.
Wow, that's amazing.
Look at all the outlines on the characters. It's so thick. I really like that.
Necessary, but thank you. Could you please
Did-
help me with my program?
Was that Alphonse back there with the Japanese flag?
Yeah.
Why, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is happening?
What the fuck?
Oh, they're
Oh,
trying
he
to call
loves
his attention for the homunculus. I was like, this is so random.
For Scar.
Oh, to also get the homunculus though.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm pretty sure everyone in Central knows my name by now.
Yep.
Marco's gone missing?
Looks like it. They probably took him captive. There's something else we need to talk about. I'm sure you've heard that Scar's back. So what's with the showboating?
I didn't
Want him
know.
to find you?
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
Does he see
I
him?
need to fight him, and you can't talk me out of it.
Have you lost your mind? Did you forget the way he tore you apart in East City?
Ooh, sounds like the kind of scared of big bad star. That's a price considering how useless you were against him.
That wasn't my fault. It was raining that day.
It was raining when you got beat up.
Y'all, wasn't that him strolling up with those sweatpants?
Tracksuit pants.
Tracksuit pants? Tracksuit
Yeah,
mafia?
boy.
Guess you got your invite.
You okay? You'd think it was raining the way your forehead's dripping.
Oh,
Hold it! Don't shoot, Lieutenant.
What? You can't be serious.
I'm trying out the Colonel's sport. I think I might be able to catch a few fish.
Bro, this dude is so stone cold.
We're using Brother as bait to lure out the homunculi. He's too important to them. They can't afford to just let him die.
That's crazy.
We're not going to let anyone else get hurt.
Bro, there's no way this is gonna go as easy as they're making it seem. The fact that he really just strolled up in the middle of the day, too.
The MPs might get here before the homunculi.
But you can stop that from happening, can't you, Colonel?
So now I take orders from you, is that it? You've got a lot of nerve. You had better plan on sharing what you catch.
Of course.
Oh, nice! You see the faces?
Yeah.
Sergeant Fury's townhouse is close by. Come on, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Fury.
I heard that. Oh, no! Are we getting our moment?
Ling and Lanfan.
Hey, get out of the way. We need
need a clear shot.
Don't shoot! You'll hit my brother!
Damn it! Everything's lost if those guys shoot, Scar. How long can I keep this up? Way too close.
Man's hands are scary.
Which channel's the Provost Marshals? Got it. You haven't let me down, Fury.
Oh yeah, Fury's the guy. Wasn't this the guy in the tower that with
Yeah.
Riza?
Yeah.
What? No!
Alright, on to Sector 17. This is pretty fun.
Well, this is pretty fun.
Right. He's in Sector 17, then what about Sector 3?
Colonel Douglas, he's in Sector 8 now.
What's that?
Got like a D&D table set up.
Yeah.
Scar is currently fighting a young man. The young man is a
Currently finding a young man.
All reports in all sectors. We have reports of a fourth Scar. This is Sector 3.
A fourth Scar.
No, I didn't think it'd be this homunculus. Everything goes wrong if it's him who does it or tries to save him.
Come now, Gluttony.
I smell the ishfire.
Blood Mane?
Gluttony.
Oh, gluttony. It's like
That's a strange presence. You can feel it too, right?
Yes.
Lan Fan.
Then it's time to move.
they can sense it.
Yeah, remember?
What is it?
With the
I forgot.
chi thing?
They're like the Force.
Body of my Automan.
Brother!
Lucky.
He canceled out Scar's alchemy. How reckless can he get? He's got the tattoo.
Bastard. You were the one. I smelled it. Time to eat.
Oh!
Straight
Eat what, bitch?
dirt.
Hi. How's it going? That is one
Mouthful of shoe.
you've got there.
Are we getting our fight with the Fury and Ling?
Don't bother running. I sense your presence, and I can follow it.
Follow me?
Yes.
And I'll just eat you now. There it is.
He's a homunculus.
So, you're able to detect his presence, are you?
Bro, why is he so bold? You're out in daylight.
Let's take care of it.
Oh my god. Oh! What is this? I'm so annoyed that it's over. Can we do another one?
Of course.
Okay.
I should have told you before we started. I have a note on this episode. It's like, Scar returns.
Bro, the shamelessness of the bad guys today. Oh my lord.
Your excitement is awesome.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm baffled. I feel like everybody's being a fool right now. I actually think the only one who wasn't a fool in my mind was the one they called the fool in today's episode, ironically.
Roy?
Yeah. I just call him Risk Taker. Which I guess are interchangeable synonyms, potentially. Based on how you look at it.
I'm looking up Havoc's voice actor.
Well, remember that day I told you that, like, the majority of My Hero students are a lot of these cast members. Because that girl, that ninja, is,
Sounds like Momo.
she's
Earjack.
Earjack.
Oh, Earjack, yeah.
Riza is Momo.
Colleen Clinkenbeard.
And then we saw All Might's obviously Armstrong. The old man who died by Scar was Gran Torino. There's a couple other ones.
Mike McFarland.
What you should do to make it easy, type in My Hero and Fullmetal voice actors, and it'll show you all the connecting people pretty quickly. Because anime people, they know their stuff. They already have like website forums for all of that kind of questions. Those kind of questions.
Yeah.
Well, Adam's looking for that. I thought this was just gonna be a passerby episode.
No.
Like it was like kind of slow at first, like kind of not unimportant, but like one of those like set 'em up episodes for like when the big stuff comes on. Because we already had our big exciting arc really just before this.
Yeah.
So I thought this was gonna be like, here's where the puzzle pieces are, here's where people's motives are, and then like everything after will ignite. But this it ignited by the end of it, which was nice and cool.
Yeah.
End results of the past arc, Havoc, his legs aren't working. which I forgot that I predicted that. So do remind me, because we do watch a lot of shows. Lost through her needles through his back.
She stabbed him with
When he
her
was
fingertips through his lower back.
Okay, yeah. It makes
Severed
sense.
his spinal cord and his like lower nerves.
I'm surprised that... So they said his nerve endings aren't working, and that's why they can't connect.
Sorry, nothing.
Oh, you're having a little moment. Yeah, so Havoc... So they can't connect. You need the nerves to work, right? Or have some working nerves in the body part. So Al lost his arm, but the nerves would still technically go up as far as they would reach, so when you open the arm, you could connect it.
Mm-hmm.
His legs, because the nerves literally like cut off from working, you can't connect it.
The nerves are dead where you would connect.
Yeah,
your nervous system all connects through your spine to your brain. So if your spine or back gets fucked up in one of those spots, like
it's like the root of everything.
Yes.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Like your leg can still be his legs are still alive. They're still pumping blood, but they just can't. He can't control them because it's not connected to his brain anymore from the nervous system.
Well, that really sucks. I'm a bit optimistic with the show. So when characters I'm starting to disappear, I think there's a route to bring them back. I think Greed will come back. I still think Lust will come back, and I think Havoc, there is a chance for his legs to come back. In this world of mysticism, if there's a potential to get Al's body back, I feel like we can get his legs back in either a Darth Maul fashion or through some form I'm not going to be familiar with.
Who's the homunculus who said nothing is impossible?
Greed?
Probably, I was going to say probably Greed. Yeah. Well, he's the one looking for the impossible. Because isn't he was also looking for the Philosopher's Stone on his own?
Mm-hmm. No, he was looking for a way to be immortal.
Immortal. Okay, so him and
or have an immortal body.
Him, Ling, and the little panda girl are all looking for the same thing. It'd be crazy if Greed was one of the brothers or something like that. He kind of looks like Ling. Greed.
One of the brothers?
Oh, from Shing?
If he was one of the Shing brothers, like an older brother or something. Yeah. Because that's a thing, too. I don't really... Now's a good time to bring up before we talk about this episode as a whole, because there's things from past episodes as a whole that are relatively important that I haven't talked about, but I've been talking about it with a buddy who's also paralleling us watch the show. Is, who are the Sinlings? Why... And I've been wondering, why have they been chosen? Why these specific people? Because they are people. They were people at one point in life, right? Because that's how it works. You have to add a real person and then, forge with the Philosopher's Stone a hybrid. Right? That's how I thought they came to be.
I don't think they were.
No, I don't think... it hasn't been explained.
Okay, well, I was under the impression
Lust just said she was made to be like a human.
Okay, so...
The Philosopher's Stone is her core.
So I guess that's a fair point. I just assumed one way. So I assumed it wasn't like you're spawning a new character in a video game, an NPC, and then attaching the Philosopher's Stone. Now they're real.
Spoiler, the Night King.
Yeah. Well, so no. So that the Night King would be different. The Night King would be this is Adam right here. I'm gonna insert the Philosopher's Stone. Now you are better than you ever could have been.
Oh, that's what I thought you were saying about them.
Well, that's how I thought the homunculus operate. Just because that's how I plugged in my own pseudo answer for the time being, but that's how I thought they operated. But it could very well be that with the Philosopher's Stone, you think of a person and like an NPC in a video game, they just spawn, which could be.
Just because of Roy taking out the stone of her chest and then she grew from it, I think they are just a stone.
Yeah, well, it's hard because there's not enough info yet to fully have an answer.
They haven't really said.
But
it's only episode 21.
Yeah, just down the wormhole, maybe Greed could have been one of them because he seems to have the exact motive as two other people from Jing so far.
Yeah.
Unless everybody from Jing just wants Philosopher's Stone.
We haven't seen... Oh, that means, who's also here in Central? The other Shing person that you were just talking about.
Panda girl.
Yeah.
Little panda.
She's also here, that means.
Camera.
Camera flip.
Oh, really? Wow.
Right back. So we talk about the homunculus, and so just under the rabbit hole yet, until they tell me that my possibility's wrong, I am curious why they are what they look like. I mean, the only one that's out of reach, really, is Envy and Gluttony, because Gluttony doesn't really look like a person. Gluttony looks like a giant baby.
Yeah.
A giant,
like
5-foot baby that's thick as a dwarf.
He talks like one.
And then Envy, too, because they make it seem like Envy has a different form.
Yeah, that's not what the way they look is not what they truly are.
Yeah, okay. Well, I just the fear felt so real, like in comparison, like it just felt like they took a guy who was maybe striving for a position and then inserted it in, and now they just had a guy who's already in high up position.
Yeah.
All right, well, so be it. Scratch that. Guess there's no reason to be curious. The next thing, though, before we jump into this episode, I want to talk about is the dream, the thing you were talking about with Al and Truth, or no, I guess it was Ed and Truth. So. My bad. I misinterpreted what you said that last week.
You're talking about Alphonse.
I thought you were talking about Alphonse.
Yeah, when they're...
That it was Alphonse's leg and arm. Now it makes sense because you were referring to Ed, who's missing his leg and arm.
Yeah.
So now, this is why I had my little revelation, maybe, if I'm wrong or right, is that Truth is actually Ed, maybe his spirit, and that Alphonse, when he saw the one grab his arm, that was his spirit, and maybe they're seeing different interpretations, like it's individual to who goes into the, we can call it the spirit.
Truth is individual?
It's hard. I don't know. This is just me reaching. Maybe that world is the spirit world. I don't know. I really don't know. But I know you guys were trying to sway me away, but I do think the body that was down in the basement is Al's body. I do think that is his physical body, and they just don't know it yet. And I guess maybe the body parts...
The body they transmuted.
Yes.
Is Al's body.
And I think Al's body is literally just waiting for him in whatever jar they have, wherever he's hidden. I don't know where they put the body parts when they dug it up.
It was just a skeleton that was left over.
Yeah, but I'm just saying maybe they, like, that's the position to, like, start reforging the body. Like, you keep those remains and maybe you can Fullmetal that shit back to, like, just take the soul that's in the armor and then maybe you have to do something with the spirit realm and bring it back to that body. I don't know. I just feel like the reason there has to be more importance to why a skeleton was created that wasn't, in fact, the mom. But then the real question is, whose body was the baby's replacement?
I was just about to ask that.
And she lost...
Well, it was her organs.
Some inner reproductive organs, or just her inner, like...
Whenever she does something, she just vomits blood.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was, like, replicating part of her, and now she's just forever missing that part in her body. I don't know.
Well, remember, they said that the baby, too, had, like, orange hair, and no one in their family lineage could have...
It had no traits.
Yeah.
Izumi saw that?
That's what
Izumi said it. I don't know if she said the hair part specifically, but she just read off of a book saying, like, none of the traits that this child had that I brought back.
I'm pretty sure the one thing they said was, like, orange hair or red hair or something like that.
That's weird.
So they said that it literally had no traits within their family tree, and the only thing that was sacrificed to our knowledge, or taken from Izumi, was her own guts.
Sorry, I wanted to lay it out there for people to just know that's where my mind is currently, so I don't just jump 3 episodes from now and then say that, and you're like, what happened? Back to this episode, Rip Havoc. I don't really think Roy's a fool. I just think he's a risk taker.
Havoc's still alive.
Rip his legs.
We'll rip him for now until he can, like, be part of the show more, because it looks like he's just gonna go chill with his family.
Yeah, he's already considering retiring. Like, he can't sit behind a phone. He was already saying that for the flower shop. How many people are on the phone in Roy's office?
Yeah.
I know you're used to being stealthy tactician, dude, but come on.
Yeah, it is weird.
Still sticking in there.
Yeah, why couldn't he stay with the job and just do one of those kind of things? He has.
I don't know. Maybe
They're all military people. When it's like, all right, time to get up and go, everybody leaves the office.
He did say that.
They don't have wheelchairs.
He did say right.
You can put a giant machine gun on that thing and just start clocking people. I mean, these people are driving like. The car pulled up in today's episode, and I was like, whoa. That's a very advanced car.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up the fact that Ed turned a baby stroller into a stroller with a drill on front of it.
Yeah. He also turned into like a dragon this episode. I just blew that stuff away. But I did think the car was like crazy because, like in my mind, I picture we're in where Narnia is, like World War I stuff. And I know like, is the Model T even a thing yet? Like the first car, I really don't remember. I don't remember where in history cars start to come.
It's around this time period, I think.
There are cars, by the way.
Yeah.
This is World War I, World War II.
This is like they have those cars. It's like the early 1910s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My, I just, I'm,
It's
I shoddy when it comes to that kind of stuff. But that was a really advanced. It looked pretty nice compared to like some of the World War cars that don't even have like hoods. You just kind of throw people in and drive.
They also have automail.
That is true.
I mean, like,
so it can be a little
advanced.
Upgraded.
They also know how to do like high level science.
Yeah, that's true.
So
it's very funky. They got pistols and everything. The one dude in the 3rd episode literally had a minigun from like Modern Warfare. So,
we haven't seen blimps though.
We haven't seen Zeppelins or anything, which is stupid. You would think if there's a machine gun, a minigun, maybe the Zing people have figured it out. Maybe a different culture's figured it out, and we'll have to find out. Or one of the other nations.
Why is there need for air warfare when you have magic science?
Why is there need for cars if you can just turn yourself into a transformer?
Regular people. Just kidding.
Right, so regular people could fly.
Never.
If I was Alchemist, I'd just make a Megatron body and just run around. Probably.
Do you get to choose what element? I'm curious.
Do I get to choose, or
in this world? Like, did Armstrong get to choose?
It seems genetic.
Okay.
Because he has the Armstrong alchemy, is what he says. So it seems like it's a passed on thing.
And there's the steel guy.
Yeah.
Who's Scar glacked.
Yeah, I don't know. If I had to take a guess, I'd say it's a genetic thing, like maybe passed down, kind of like quirks. But they're so specialized or like so specific. They are kind of like quirks in that manner, where it's like really sometimes wild versions of alchemy. Because that one dude was like a bloody Beyblade. The other dude was shooting cannons. That's so specific. The cannon alchemist.
And there was the guy who literally made chimeras.
Yeah, so I don't know. Who the hell knows? It's just fun. Roll with it. Yeah, I don't think...
Rip Havoc's legs.
Yeah, rip Havoc's legs. I don't think Roy's a fool. I just think he's a risk taker.
He is.
And I think he's been doing well when it comes to, like, moving himself up. He hasn't done, like... I mean, the only fool moments are when it rains and he's still trying to fight.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the man's pulled through.
Almost got himself killed.
Yeah, but so does everybody who takes risks. I just feel like he's so far coming out on top with his risks. I feel like the fools... Okay, I just find it, first of all, crazy that, sorry for my mind being everywhere, that the bad guys today are just strolling up in the bloody daylight near people. I mean, the balls on Scar...
Scar has never given a fuck.
Dude, he is as bad of a dude as it can get.
Scar just chose a rainy day. Who knows what time it was to attack them first.
Yeah, but Scar also, like, pulled up, like, when Gluttony and them pulled up, I mean, he blew up, like, a block, like a city block. It was just like, fuck it.
Yeah,
you know?
no,
like, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
No.
Literally, they were talking barely, like, 20 feet behind an alley where all the people were, and he's just like, hey, it's go time right now.
Yeah.
And even the balls on the Fuhrer, is he trying to get caught, or does he not care anymore? Or unless he can pose it as, I'm going to kill these foreigners, F the foreigners. Like, what is he thinking he's going to...
That could be an option.
Yeah, they could, because all these people are probably, like, xenophobic or something.
But I know you're trying to think of, like, what if there's people in those buildings who know who the Fuhrer is?
Yeah, sure.
But there also is,
or if
like...
Al sees.
Exactly. But there's also... He was listening to those transmissions where he was like, all right, the military's not going to come out here because we have so many fucking calls of scars over here, scars over here. I'm just going to go balls to the wall.
I guess. Yeah. But just being near Gluttony is what I'm, like, worried about. Like, being associated with a very visible homunculus that people have seen already. I mean, that dude, if they got Envy and Lust on Chalk Down, he's the easiest one to 2D draw and put out to the public.
Who knows, maybe he could come up with the excuse like, oh, the military's been working on this new project.
We also, like...
Decided to test it out.
Or you could just say he was third-partying. He was just third-partying, too, making it easy for himself.
I mean, you gotta remember, too, the Fuhrer hasn't been afraid of, like, coming out... Like, literally the first episode, he kills that, like, water alchemist. The guy that...
The ice guy,
ice alchemist. I mean, he pops out to fight people all the time, and hell, he even exposed his eye, like, within 30 feet of Al. You know what I mean? Like, it was dark, and clearly Al didn't figure it out. He didn't see it, but, like, he doesn't...
He even killed that woman inside of Al.
Yeah, I mean, like, that was pretty, like... bad guy-ish.
Yeah.
You know
I mean,
he
damn near threatened them, too. He said, do you know anything? If you do, I'm gonna have to kill you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm effing with you, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, like...
He's so out there. He's just that kind of guy.
He's like... honestly, you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Pixis. He reminds me of Pixis if Pixis was...
Younger?
The ruler. Younger and the ruler of the world.
Yeah, but... I mean, anyways, he's just like he just
He's
is
a loose
out
cannon.
there.
Yeah.
He just is out there for people.
He's also
to
the
see.
bloody dictator.
Ruler.
He's literally the dictator of the country. Who's going to tell him what to do?
Who's going to tell him what to do? Yeah, he's literally the king.
Yeah.
So does Führer? What is the German? What does Führer mean? It doesn't mean king. Does it mean dictator? Because Adolf Hitler was Führer. So what is it? If you don't mind. Because I'm just curious. Because I'm trying to figure out what form of occupation of ruling party is he operating
They call
from.
him Führer King Bradley.
That's why it's confusing.
I mean, it's just
a ruthless, tyrannical leader.
Damn. So that's just more of like a name to throw at him.
He's just like,
than a title to have.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's a tyrannical king. He's the fucking mad king. Is what people are calling him. That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, remember there was the war in Ishvala
that he
started. He orchestrated that. There's the war going on in the two southwest locations, and then the north we don't fuck with.
Well, what's pretty crazy about today, though, in regards to the Führer, is that they are finally saucing him. Because all the stuff that's happening is in the vicinity of his building where he lives.
That circle showed where labs are, I think, is what Rize said. Mm-hmm. And the dead center was a specific lab, but up there...
The fifth laboratory.
Yeah, up there was the Führer's
house.
Plaza? They said plaza or something?
It's like,
it's where he was consulate. Yeah. It was just the corner.
I wonder if... I don't know if they said in the episode, maybe I missed it. The area that they detected that had the botched alchemy on the wall...
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be the entrance to that like deep layer where the father lives and all of them talk?
Well, he said there was no basement, but I saw some shoddy alchemy work, so they're hiding something.
Lab. They were just investigating like another lab where possibly the homunculuses could be hiding out at.
And maybe it's a spoiler, so I'll ask this, and then I guess you guys can choose to not answer. Are we supposed to know where that layer is, the villain layer?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I don't know if it's supposed to be the shoddy shoddy walls, the entrance, in a lab. If it's underneath the Führer's home, or if it's under the Capitol itself, like the building where him and Ed fought.
I liked the one episode where like wherever that location is, there's lots of pipes. So I like that you called that out.
I don't know what that'd be though. I don't know.
They're just underground.
Lava.
Yeah, they're deep underground. It wasn't lava. It was like an armory type. The molten. I guess it's.
Lava.
Is lava? Do you use lava for
It's not technically lava. It's like
liquid hot magma.
Yes, it's something weird like that. It's something that you use to melt stuff. Smelt.
Lava comes from volcanoes. Volcanoes.
Or the pit of my heart. The last half was popping off. I'm hyped.
Mm-hmm.
I am very worried for Ling now.
You'll be getting your intro.
Yeah, I want them to fight. I've been waiting for it since they showed it. I'm excited. Ling's an awesome character, and the Führer's an awesome character.
And Scar and Ed too.
But he might kill Jiro. Kill Jiro from
what's her name?
Lanfan. Fu was with Maria in
Ross.
Taking her to sing.
Yeah.
Sing, whatever. Yeah, no, Führer diced her up quick.
She it was just the mask, right? Or
all we saw was a mask get cut, but she
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's an issue.
Yeah, the fights are picking up right now.
I'm excited.
And we just had an awesome fight.
We did.
Just popping off.
I'm excited.
All right.
Sam was like, "Oh, this episode I thought would be slow."
Yeah.
To my credit, it was relatively slow to start. Was there anything else? I do love that everybody's like living near each other. Like Ed and Al have their room. Winry's right down the room, and then Ling and his buddy, the girl are chilling.
Ed and Al. Ed's realization that him and Al's body might be linked.
Yeah,
or their spirits.
Their spirits.
That is weird.
Yeah.
So maybe Truth is the conglomerate of the two of them. Maybe kind of in my ballpark, but
what he explained was that when they mixed their blood together, because they both were trying to get like a little bit of their DNA to remake their mom, they both cut off blood and threw it in there, and when they both went to the other side through the portal, Al saw his body getting like pulled away from him on the other side, and Ed got pulled through and his arm and leg left him. And then
when they disintegrated, he said, yeah,
when they disintegrated through the portal.
That's crazy that they knew that happened to them.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. So whatever the truth thing is, for each individual, it looks like it's retaining what got taken and never given back, right? So Ed's truth, well, that's what I was kind of talking about, though. Ed's truth had what he lost attached to him, and Al's version of truth was literally the entire body.
Yeah.
Smiling back with those truth teeth he's got, those creepy teeth he's got.
But anyways, so they think that Ed's hypothesis as to why he's short, because Al was worried that his body has deteriorated and rotted away, so when it comes back it's going to be like a zombie body, or
just
like
berries.
berries, yeah. And Ed thinks that the reason that he's short is because, you know, which is a little bit of a meme, but that is because he's like providing nutrition for his brother's body. Yeah. Al also realizes that Ed sleeps a tremendous amount. Almost like he's sleeping enough for two people.
He's sleeping for the one who doesn't sleep at all.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's so weird.
Cool.
It's like he's pregnant. He's eating for two.
Yeah. It's the hypothesis. I mean, like, they don't know for sure, but that's what their idea is now.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty sound. Ed does sleep all the time. He slept damn near the entire time Hohenheim was there. When I was just rewatching the episode to get pictures, the granny's like, "Can you wake up? It's like 3 in the afternoon and Hohenheim's leaving."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was sleeping at night, of course, the normal time to sleep, when Hohenheim was like gonna touch him and then walked out. So this dude's sleeping during the day and at night. He's got depression.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
Got 2 people in his head.
Let's watch the next episode.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I want to ask you two this. Is there a difference between a spirit and a soul? Or is that one thing?
I'd say,
because last episode they were talking about the souls. Ed pulled Al's soul out and put him in the armor, and now they're talking about their spirits.
I would say, it depends on who you ask, but I would say, like, the soul...
To me, it's the same thing.
Yeah, I'd say it could be, like, synonyms. It's hard. I don't know.
For the purposes of the show, they're talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, like...
I'd even argue your conscious could be your soul.
Your conscience?
Yeah.
Okay.
People don't even know what the conscious is.
Yeah.
Doctors try to figure it out. Maybe the thing that operates you is literally what faith followers would call a soul, is your conscious. I don't know. Who the hell knows?
Do you guys believe in, like, everybody has a soul?
I do.
Yeah. I do.
That's a whole...
This is weird, but I wanted to bring it up. One of the previous episodes, I definitely believe you can lose your soul.
You did say that.
I have? Yeah. Okay. I mean, you look at mugshots of, like, murderers, you can see it in their eyes. They don't have a soul. It's very random to bring up.
I would say more it's a tainted soul, is what I would argue. I wouldn't say you lose it. I'd say you retain it, but what it ends up being by the end is based off what you do. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's hidden away. It hides in the shrouds because of what you do. Yeah. Then again, we don't know anything about souls, hardly. We don't even know anything about the consciousness.
I don't even know I'm here right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, you don't even look conscious.
I'm just tired.
My conscience does not
Let's
exist.
end this and start the next one. Okay.
Guys, if you made it this far, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content. Make sure you join us in the comments and leave your thoughts about what you thought about our thoughts, and just leave your own original thoughts so we can see them. Also, if you want to see these a week in advance, we have them available for you on Patreon, as well as other anime and a couple live action that we're pushing through in December. We're going to be adding other shows, so make sure you are here for that. And for the meantime, we are going to punch and jump in the next episode. See ya! Stop button?
Yes.